Hi, my name is Terry and I am Double D, your Diabetic Diva. Today I'm going to be coming to you from Rialto, California, and today we're going to be introducing um, what the raw diet is, um, how I like the raw diet, how I use the raw diet, and how possibly you could use the raw diet and it could help you with your health, diabetes, autoimmune disorders, different kinds of things, clarity in thinking. The raw diet is just amazing. Now, I'm not a doctor, definitely not a doctor. So whatever I say here is all my interpretation, my research that I've done online, my thought of it, my view. Okay, so I'll start with me. I was a diabetic, a gestational diabetic with my first baby. And when the doctor told me I was had diabetes, they didn't refer me to any kind of nutritionist. They didn't tell me anything, no handouts, no leaflets, nothing, just they're diabetic. And then I'm like, well, what does that mean? And then I know it means watch your sugars, but what all has sugars in it? I mean, you got natural fruit, you got canned fruit, you've got all kinds of ways that sugar's going to come to you. So I just continued the way I was eating. I ate really bad. I'd say the last month, almost daily, I was eating a slice of white bread, lathered with butter, and lathered with sugar. Just poured on that sugar on top of that bread. And I would eat at least 4 slices at a time. Can you imagine how bad my body was and that poor baby? Well, I got really sick. I got preeclampsia, high blood pressure. I went into seizures. I had an emergency C-section because of the seizures I was having at that moment. The baby's okay. She is now 33, 33, and has 4 kids, and yep, doing good. So back to the raw diet and diabetes. A lot of us are given at first eat eat a good diet. You know, you're diabetic. Let's try it. Eating the right foods and see how your numbers are. That doesn't really work. Not really usually. So then they put you on oral medications, and you take your oral medications. Your numbers, you're trying to eat right, just like they tell you. You're eating your 3 meals, your 3 snacks. You're trying to eat your carbs and your proteins, but your numbers are still not quite in control. So then you get frustrated and you get stressed. And of course, stress and frustration is going to make your numbers go up. So then you have family members and you eat something. Should you eat that? Aren't you diabetic? You're not supposed to have that. Well, heck, us diabetics, we know what we're not supposed to eat. And let me tell you, I'm going to be here to help support you because there's a lot of times when family members, and they love you, and they're doing it from their heart, or your friends or your coworkers, they're doing it for your good. But that doesn't mean we still don't feel bad when we hear it. So just know that's just their viewpoints, and you just smile and say thank you. And that's it. And you just do whatever you're going to do. So with diabetes and medication, I found that the medication was making me ill. I found that my numbers were so variable, and the medication sometimes can take a couple of weeks to take effect. So I'm thinking, why was my sugar so high when I've been eating so good? Um, why is my sugar low when I'm still eating the right? And it's the medication combined with what you eat, because the medication is a set thing. It's whatever milligrams that you're taking, it's set. So it's going to affect your body at that set amount of dosage. But yet you're eating other things that are not set. You might be eating a type of bread And then maybe the next week you buy another bread because you see it and you say, oh, well, maybe this has got another value in it, and you eat that bread. So those are two different breads that may be affecting your body different. Everybody's body is different. How you use how your body uses the medication that you take, everybody's different. So you might have friends that are diabetic, and they might have different numbers than you, and yet they're maybe on the same type of medication, the same dosage. That's because whatever they're eating or whatever you're eating, their exercise level, your exercise level. So there's all kinds of variables when it comes to diabetes, and everybody's different. So all the things that I'm offering and telling you, keep in mind, how does your body react to different things whenever you're starting to do this and you start noticing, just notice how your body is affected by all this. Also, I feel that a lot of the medication is falsely telling your body. So let's say the medication you're taking for diabetes is falsely giving your pancreas, oh, you know what? We're here now and it's okay. When in reality, the pancreas isn't hearing it, and the pancreas is seeing the reality of what your numbers are without the medication, because it's going by that, and it's going to work and work and work and work and work and work and work, and eventually that pancreas is going to be tired. So I feel that the raw diet and your health elements is going to be really beneficial, helpful, productive. You're going to see the results, but you also have to be on it and consistent too. So, whatever you do, whatever you put, the effort that you put in is the effort which you're going to get results. So stay on it. Don't be frustrated. Let me talk a little bit more about the raw diet a little bit. Now, I personally started off with oral medication, became very ill last May of 2018 with the diabetes, a combination of extreme high work stress, really high stress level at work, combination with my living, where I was living, and different things. It just all accumulated, and it affected my feet really bad. So I went on disability. Eventually, I ended up retiring. I thought, you know what, I need to take care of my body. And then I decided to make this YouTube channel, because by making this YouTube channel, I am going to keep myself accountable as I help you. That's a little bit of history there. Now, I went to my doctor in the fall, almost near, I'd say November, and I asked if I could go on insulin. I specifically asked to go on insulin because the medication was making me so ill. My stomach, I couldn't eat. I was having low blood pressure. I was dehydrated. I was passing out, bruised ribs, cuts and scrapes and scars all over from passing out. And so when I realized there was a problem that I was passing out so much, I don't know why in the beginning I didn't think it was a problem, but yeah, you pass out, that's a problem. Turned out I was dehydrated and extremely malnourished. And I thought, you know what? I need to go back on the raw diet, because I had stopped. It was easier not to be on the raw diet. It was easy to buy canned food. It was easy to buy from the dollar menu. It was just easier. Well, again, what you put in is what you get out. Garbage in, garbage out. Good food in, good food out. It's all on how you handle yourself and what you put in your mouth. So I decided to do this YouTube channel because it keeps me accountable, and I want to help others out there that might be feeling like me, like I keep trying, I'm going anywhere. I'm like that little hamster in the little wheel going around and around and around, and I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. So here I am. And also, when I take insulin, I only take what's needed. It's a sliding scale. So if my numbers are not good, I'm going to take a higher dose of insulin. If my numbers are good, I don't even need to take the insulin. So that's something you might consider as you're transitioning. If you do decide to do the raw diet, I highly recommend that you go to your doctor. With a doctor's care, you just go in there and say, you know what, I'm interested in doing this, and would you be willing to maybe monitor my blood work a little bit more than just 3 months, maybe once a month. Do this hand in hand with your doctor, because if you come to your doctor and your way of being when you come to the doctor is, hey, I'm going to do that. I want to do this and I'd like you to be on board with me. This is what I'm doing, and I would like it if you can monitor my levels or my labs or whatever. And should be, if you probably look at you like mine did, like, okay, sure. They probably thought, I'm not, this patient's not going to keep on it, but you'll keep on it. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I want to be in support of you. What I'm going to be doing and what I commit to you is I'm going to be making a video once a week. Week 1 is going to be miscellaneous. It could be on what's the difference between a smoothie and a juice? What kind of equipment are there out there to make juices? Because there are so many types of juicers. You've got augers, you've got the centrifugal force, you've got different kinds of juicers out there and different qualities of juicers also. A lot of people ask, what's the difference between a juice and a smoothie? There's a big difference between a juice and a smoothie. And we'll get to all that on another episode. The second week, I'll be putting out a video on entrees. I'll be making entrees, making the sauces that might go in the entree, talk about maybe spiralized vegetables with some sauces on it. What can you do for breakfast? Because we all have this idea of what our meals should be. Breakfast, some people bowl of cereal or hash browns and ham and eggs or whatever it may be. Lunch, we had sandwiches or whatever. And dinner, you had your pasta or your steaks or whatever it is. So we'll be going over entrees on every second week. The third week is going to be on desserts, because we all love our desserts and there are tons of raw diverse desserts. Fourth week is going to be interviewing someone or going like on a field trip. I have one request of how to travel on a raw diet. So I'll be going to maybe an airport, what you look out for, different restaurants, what can you look for to complement, or maybe even what can you bring with you in addition to have whatever's there. We'll talk about maybe the different places to go eat raw. For example, in Los Angeles, if you're ever in the area, there's a place called Cafe Gratitude. Oh, it's really delicious. It's amazing the food that they can make with raw. So with that, I'm going to leave you, and I really look forward to us beginning a great relationship. I look forward to helping you with any questions that you might have and whatever I can do to help you. And I will leave that with you and let you know that me, your Double D Diabetic Diva, I am an amazing, powerful, passionate, beautiful, and loving friend. You have a great day.